Okay, it started. Hello everyone. So I'm going to give a demo of Atomic Developer Bundle and how OpenShift can be set up quickly with the help of Atomic Developer Bundle. So I'll start with the GitHub page of Atomic Developer Bundle. I'll share my screen first. So yeah, this is the home page, and so basically this contains a couple of Vagrant files, and basically Atomic Developer Bundle is actually a Vagrant box, and we have the toolchain contains a couple of Vagrant plugins and a couple of Vagrant files. So this basically now gives us the whole toolchain to basically do stuff like getting OpenShift quickly set up, getting a Kubernetes set up quickly, Mesos set up quickly. So the steps involved, I'll start from the basic steps. So ADB is actually hosted in atlas.hashicorp.com. So if you want to get started, you need to have a Vagrant setup, and you need to do like Vagrant. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes,
Okay.
we are.
Yeah. So let me clean my screen. Okay. So you need to create a directory like, let's say, mkdir ADB, and it's already created, so I'm not creating, I'm just giving its comment. So then you have to do like Vagrant it project atomic / ADB. Then you need to do Vagrant. That's it. This is the minimum step you need. Then what we did was we just git cloned the Atomic Developer Bundle code. So the code is here. You can see it here. So I'll navigate inside to the directory which has the Vagrant file for our OpenShift. So ADB is based on CentOS, so you need to go to CentOS directory, and there will be a couple of Vagrant files. I'll get into the OpenShift setup. So if you see the Vagrant file, it's it has a couple of checks for the Vagrant plugins which we need. One is Vagrant Service Manager, and it has some custom like CPU and RAM, and it has some echo messages so that this is the setup for OpenStack if you want to run it in OpenStack. And then we have a couple of checks for the echo statement to basically give you about the login, the web URL for the OpenShift, local OpenShift running and stuff like that. The code which actually starts the OpenShift is in this line. So it's basically, we have a script which is called SCCLI. It downloads basically that OpenShift origin Docker images, and basically then we have provisioning scripts which actually sets up the whole Docker images as a systemd service, and it basically starts it. So if you see my Vagrant setup, so it has Vagrant Service Manager which is required for OpenShift and other ADB things to start, and also I have Vagrant libert because this is my like KVM libert Vagrant setup. So once I go into the directory, I just do Vagrant up. What it will do is basically now it will actually download the Docker images for OpenShift origin and then start it. As of now, we do not have a mechanism in CentOS build system to cache those Docker images inside the ADB Vagrant box. But in future, we'll try to cache it in the Vagrant box so that people do not have to wait, because it actually downloads like 400 MB of Docker images from internet. So it takes a little time. So this process I think takes, depending on internet speed, basically because it actually downloads like 400 MB of Docker images. It takes like 10-15 minutes, and this process looks like this once it completes. So I have another instance which actually I ran it before. So it actually downloads all the Docker images, and at the end you will get this output. So the output is like this. You get this OpenShift console here, or you can do Vagrant SSH inside. You can log into it, saying then I'll do a OSI login. So if I go here, if I click here, I'll give the font. So you see the OpenShift instance here, and the username is OpenShift-dev, and password is devil. So it's basically, if you see here, username password has been mentioned here. Admin is this one, and the configured is this one. So this is basically cluster admin, so that it will have more privileges. So here, if I log in, if I get to this page, which talks about OpenShift sample project, and if you click here, then you can actually add project. I can go ahead, and we have actually couple of template applications, and also we have couple of streams, because OpenShift needs the streams to, the container streams to basically build Docker images if needed. So if I can go down and maybe try this Node.js example here. So feel free me to interrupt if you guys have any questions. So I will not put any, I'll just basically go for a default value here, and then it says basically continue to overview. So now once the build completes, actually this project you can view it in this. Basically we're using xip.io for the DNS redirection. In future we will use a LandRest plugin to do more integration. So it will take some time because it will download the Docker image and also build it. So the OpenShift integration part actually lives in this GitHub directory. It's called ADB utils, and you can see here. So these are the stuff we use. This is the service file for the OpenShift, and we have a couple of provisioning scripts. I mean, you guys can go and check it out if you want. So this is basically ultimately, I mean, at the end, we're basically doing systemctl start OpenShift and basically running all the script in the background to basically start OpenShift. So yeah, that's about the demo. We can wait for some time to the application to come up. Anything else you guys want to ask me?
Oh, I like that demo. That's pretty cool. It comes up pretty fast, but like you said, you already had it cached, so some of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
speed paths are a little.
yeah. We can check the the thing we started. So it's still downloading the Docker images. So yeah, once we from passig, once we build the um, Docker image, then we can cache it inside the ADB box, and then it will not actually time. It will take much time.
Can you
So
post the links in the meeting notes or something so that we can look them up?
sure.
Because
Yeah.
I somehow, when I was watching it, I had the stream open too, and so you were talking over yourself, and it confused me for a minute. I couldn't figure out where it was going on, and I finally figured that out. So I missed like 5 minutes of it. So which is basically everything you said, except for the first intro. So I
Okay.
would like to go through it again and take a minute to actually run the demo and try it out from there.
Okay. Sure. I
And I'll
mean,
watch it again too.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, guys. If there is not anything else, then I can stop the broadcast.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Oh, yeah, like you said, well, if you'll put the link either in the IRC or in the email, that will be great.
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. So do you guys want? I can also log into the backend box and do all the OSI commands, basically OSI login, then deploy their stuff, OSI started. All these things I can do, but I mean, you guys already know OpenShift, so
Well, I mean, but if we're recording this,
okay.
somebody else might not know that. If you want to, if
Yeah,
it's not going
sure.
to.
Sure, let's do that then. So I can do like vagrant SSH, and then I can do what's the login here. User image OpenShift dev. Password is DVL. Because I have already started the project, I can do like what's the status. I'm sure I'm not. Let me check if I'm on the same. Oh no, I had actually started the application here. So I mean, one thing to note is the initial stuff what I had done actually is not finished. I'm just repeating the steps. By showing basically deployment is waiting on the image. So once the image basically finishes, then you can see here you can do OC log. Um, so yeah, you can basically see the logs also here. So that's about it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye.